Welcome back. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us on the go on your mobile device. Log on to m.channelstv.com or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Having the Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. We also have the Eyewitness feature, so you too can be a part of the news. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions to share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. And now to our Eyewitness photos. The first one is this from Koko, situated in the Warri area of Delta State. Our Eyewitness reporter says a waste management company is burying substances suspected to be toxic in nature and wants the state and federal ministries of environment to investigate the matter. Next is this image from Kaduna State, where along the Zaria Highway, a federal government signpost that has been distorted. Our Eyewitness understands that the frustrations of the people, but urges them to show some restraint. Now, down a picture for the day is this of an overloaded truck in the Oshodi axis of Lagos State. Our Eyewitness reporter is saddened by the inaction of the road safety agencies who ignore this dangerous act. We thank you for sending those pictures to us, and we urge you to keep them coming. The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Osage Ehanire, says that the Health Ministry has the highest figures when it comes to industrial action by workers in the country. Dr. Ehanire made the comments during an inspection visit to the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital in Benin City, the Edo State capital. The Chief Medical Director of the facility, Dr. Sunday Olotu, says the institution has increased the internally generated revenue among other accomplishments of the facility.
The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Osage Ehanire, arrives at the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital, Uselu, in Benin City, the Edo State capital. After a brief exchange of pleasantries, the Chief Medical Director of the institution, Dr. Sunday Olotu, leads the Minister and his team on a tour of the facilities. The establishment offers inpatient and outpatient mental health services. Dr. Ehanire spares time to interact with some of the patients on admission.
Yes. You want to study? Yes. What do you want to study?
Next is the meeting with the management team of the hospital. Dr. Olotu underscores some of his achievements since taking up his present role in 2012.
We have increased internally generated revenue to 128 million in 2013, to 126 million in 2014, to 167 million in 2015, and 164 million in 2016. We average a patient load of 28,000, 5,000 increase between 2012 and 2016. It's a reflection of two things. One, quality health service delivery. Secondly, it may also show the increase in mental health maladies in the society.
The junior health minister commends the establishment for the gains so far in providing quality health care. He uses the opportunity to touch on the spate of industrial actions by health workers in the country, which he describes as a major setback for the industry.
The Ministry of Health, unfortunately, has a record as the most strike-prone ministry in the entire country, whereas hospital service is supposed to be an essential service. I have always told people, no matter your differences, let us be able to iron them out. We can talk even for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, we'll find a solution. But you don't have to drop your work. The issue of no work, no pay that government is proposing is not new. It's been there before. It's not this government that introduced it, but it's purely legal. Also, is within the labor law.
The session ends with a pronouncement to the delight of the gathering.
A letter of intent of offer that gives Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital Uselu the sum of 120 million naira.
The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Osage Ehanire, says the contribution restates the federal government's commitment for improving the health sector for better health care delivery.
43 Nigerians have returned to the country on a chartered flight following their repatriation from different parts of Europe. According to the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, the returnees were brought in from Italy, Germany and Belgium for various immigration offences. NEMA's Deputy Director of Search and Rescue, Dr. Bandele Onimode, advised the returnees to look beyond their present ordeal and look to the future with renewed hope.
Being deported shouldn't be the end of life. They have to brace up, accept the responsibility that being back at home calls for sober reflection. They should serve as point of contact for those who want to make this kind of unlawful journey. That is not what is going to another man's country and coming back home almost empty. So our advice to them is to settle down quickly, get reintegrated into the society and make themselves useful to Nigeria and to themselves.
I stayed 17 years in Italy. Let me go back to my country. They carry me to deportation camp. Is that the right thing? That's why I'm here. I have money to pay my ticket. If you can watch, nobody say that. I enter house, carry my things, make I go house, make I travel. Now they carry me and drop me for the deportation camp.
Oil marketers in the country say the federal government owes them over 300 billion naira as part of oil subsidy payment from 2014 and 2015. Officials of the oil companies made the claim at a hearing by an ad hoc committee of the House of Representatives. Now, the lawmakers are investigating allegations of sabotage by major oil marketers in connivance with the Petroleum Products Marketing Company. Representatives of some major oil marketers in the country gathered here before the House of Representatives ad hoc committee investigating debts owed to the Petroleum Pipeline Marketing Company by oil marketers.
And the limits are actually...
But according to one of the marketers, it is the federal government that is owing them.
The total debt in the industry is approximately 300 billion as we speak. And as 40, we have 13.876. One of the things that committee is currently working on is to see if there can be a net off of the debts, such that we can continue with the importation of petroleum products, because right now we can't even do much, and we don't want a situation where there will be a pile-up of queues in the country.
It was, however, clear that some of the companies owed and the lawmakers put forward this position.
We know that you were owing for a while from the records they gave to us. We have a breakdown of all of that. What you paid as interest to make you debt-free, and then also to show this payment that you made between December 30th to January.
Latest by Monday. If you cannot write that to us, you have to go and write that to us, that you agree to pay 50% of it within this week. Otherwise, we instruct PPMC to stop giving you product for the period of 2.5 weeks.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the ad hoc committee charged with investigating the $17 billion allegedly stolen through undeclared crude oil and liquefied natural gas exports to global destinations between 2011 and 2014 has frowned at the absence of a central bank governor at their hearing.
But the second letter that they responded, it was like a shock because the letter was stating that they do not have in their records some undeclared crude oil sales. And we are surprised. The first letter said we have the records, they are too voluminous. The other one said we do not have records. We are actually disappointed that a very serious issue of this nature, and we expect the Central Bank of Nigeria that is key to unraveling some of these things and is dragging us back.
The chairman says he expects that all agencies would partner with the government to fight corruption. The chairman says the committee would still write to the CBN governor to appear before the committee. When news across Nigeria returns, the Yobe state government is set to boost funding for secondary schools. That's in a moment. Please stay with us.